Yeah, so do you remember? For years, we called the Angry Political Guy show.
Yes.
He was the best. Like, we've called a lot of shows, Swap Shop Live with Kathy, but he was my favorite. He was like,
and your impression of the angry guy was so good.
Yes, sir. We would talk. He spoke like this, and he was always very angry about trolls. These people
Chris
that will call the show
busted this guy's balls so bad. It was so great. I just remembered you did that excellent. Like, you would call him and go, you stole my voice.
You stole my act. You stole my whole routine. I've been doing my show 25 years, and you stole it from me, you fucking asshole. And then he'd come back and go, I didn't steal anything from you. Anyway, he was this right-wing, crazy conspiracy political guy. He was all into right-wing politics. The show was weird. Like, it was mostly him playing these really long, uninteresting clips of, like, pseudoscientists and other conspiracy theories. But for 20 to 30 minutes every show, he would take calls. And that's when these quote-unquote trolls would call in and they'd fuck with him. And literally anything could set him off. He was so angry. The slightest interruption could do it. If you play clip one, it's an example of that.
They found mastodons.
Can I get a word in?
You know, anytime somebody says that, I want to hang up on them. Yeah, you can get a word in. I've been letting you talk. Now, when you say that, I'm going to fucking hang up on anybody that says, can I get a word in? That means you're just a fucking troll.
Let's have a conversation.
Shut up. No, you can't. You're a dumb motherfucking cunt from L.A. And you really pissed me off. Goodbye, fucker. You fags in L.A. can go to hell.
You know, he was a little homophobic too.
he had so many calls he could afford to hang up on a phone call. Huh?
Well, by the end of it, there were so many people calling him, I could barely get through to fuck with him. But he was gold because, you know, what you want in a person you're calling, you want them to believe any premise that you call them with. It didn't matter how ridiculous it was. I would call him with Would Ye drops, Caitlyn Jenner impersonator drops, Alex Trebek. One time I even called him as, with Eric the actor drops, and he was so angry he told Eric to shove his club foot up his own ass. There's an example of that if you play two. It's a montage, if you will.
503. Who are you? What do you want?
I'm just calling to wish you a happy Hanukkah.
Oh, fuck you. I don't celebrate Hanukkah, you dumb motherfucker.
There's one reason for the season, and it's a big, beautiful menorah.
Shut the fuck up.
You don't believe him, chick?
You're a fucking freak.
I'm gonna queef over the phone right now to prove it.
Queef?
Wait for it.
You ignorant motherfucker!
Listen, I gotta go. Got some queef juice rolling down my throat.
God damn.
You caused a bit of a problem when you were dating the man who wound up as your husband.
You ignorant motherfucker. I don't have husbands.
Really?
I wasn't dating anybody. I don't date anybody. And if I date somebody, it's a female.
I'm club-fucking footed, you asswipe.
Take that club foot, stick it up your ass, you ignorant bitch.
You're an immature, stupid retard.
Good. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Talk about retards. Thanks for your opinion, you ignorant motherfucker.
Wow.
It was the greatest. He was the fucking greatest. I mean, Alex Trebek calling him, he'd fight with Alex Trebek. I don't have husbands, you son of a bitch. Who's paying your bill?
Well, what happened to him, Chris? You keep saying he was.
Well, we're gonna get there, Robin.
It's a slow build,
it's a bit
Robin.
of a mystery.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get there.
Hanging on the edge of my
don't
seat.
you ever interrupt me, you bitch. I tell you what happened to me. What happened to me is fucking asshole like you. So there was no one quite like him. Sometimes, like, it was the weirdest show too, because like sometimes he'd end the show by singing these weird hillbilly biker songs. If you play clip 3, there's an example of one.
Don't call me no more. Fuck them. Going to the music here. I'll sing along if you don't mind here. I like to ride big motorcycles, and I like to eat pussy too. I like to kick the shit out of punkers and faggots, and if you don't like it, fuck you.
Wow. He had his
Yeah, quite catchy, that.
That's an actual song, isn't it? From Biker Joe Warren.
Biker Joe Warren, exactly. Yeah, it's called "Fuck You." But I was shocked because I had been calling him for a year or two at this point, and someone tweeted to me a video And believe it or not, it was of Sacha Baron Cohen. Back in 2003, he was doing the Ali G show. And as his Bruno character, he actually interviewed the angry political guy. It was at this pro-America expo in Alabama. And if you listen to the clip, angry political guy sounds a little different here because he kept talking about this motorcycle accident he had. And my theory is after the accident, his voice kind of became what it is now. But here's Bruno, his very gay character Bruno, interviewing angry political guy.
Freedom means being able to do what you want, say what you want, without government looking over your shoulder, without government's hand in your pocket, without the Jewish hand in your pocket.
Yeah. You got a kind of very manly look. When did you get to be so cute?
When I was born.
You're so good looking, and don't you know it?
I like women. Thank you anyway.
So, you are bi?
No, I'm not bi. And I'm not gay. And if you're going to speak on that subject, you can take a hike. You're not my type.
Is it because I'm too fat?
No.
But is it what I've really jet lagged.
Your interview's over. You want to be a professional? Be a professional. Don't be some fucking fag.
Wow. You set him straight.
I used to love it because I would, I'd call this guy from bed some mornings, like before I work with you guys full time, and like I'd be in bed with my boyfriend at the time, and I just call this guy and fuck with him. It was so great.
Meanwhile, it's so great when Sacha Baron Cohen goes, "You're so cute, and don't you know it?"
Don't be a fag.
Yeah. Don't be a fag. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll take your advice. Sure.
Right.
I'll work on that.
It's so easy to change.
Be a professional. Don't be a fag.
If you're going to be a professional, be a professional. Don't be a fag.
That was before the accident.
Right. He was a gentleman.
No fags can be professionals? I mean, no. I'm not. Okay.
I'm anything but. I don't have pants on right now. And, you know, like all these internet shows, it was just fucking littered with technical difficulties. And it always sounded like shit. And instead of saying, like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm an amateur, he'd blame it on hackers.
Then maybe I'll do one of Jimmy's songs that I didn't write. Put up you I think you got your hand from listen.
Good show.
All right. Evidently, our stream here is being hacked.
Hacked.
So here's sort of the beginning of the end. And it's the crazy thing is one day he actually was hacked. The show got gained a lot of popularity. Like I said, it was hard to even get into pranking myself because all the trolls, it was like the cool thing to call the angry political guy show and fuck with them. And then one day, I guess these guys figured out how to log into his streaming service.
Yeah.
And as he was broadcasting his show, they waited for him to start. And then they piped in this weird gay audio. It was some spoken word track called Ram Ranch. And it totally threw him.
There we go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Free America.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big hurt, throbbing cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanting to be fucked.
Don't know where that is. It's not my music here. Somebody has hacked in here.
Ram Ranch, really
All right, I don't know where this is coming from here, folks.
Big hurt, throbbing
I
cocks.
can't figure out where this is coming from here.
I don't know why you're probably going to put everybody out of the chat room and let them.
It's not in the chat room. It's not in the chat room. It's not the...
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch. Big hurt,
I don't know what's going on, folks. I can't get this motherfucker off the line. It's gone. Goodbye.
What a show. It's okay. Everyone's at war. You know what he sounds like to me? Like W.C. Field. He's like, oh, say, what do you say there? Yeah.
There's something going on here. We've been hacked here by gay hackers here. Everything's here.
Yeah. Gay hackers here.
Naked cowboys have hacked us.
I'm not playing that here.
So angry political guy, how do you always get hacked? How does your show always get hacked? I don't
Well,
understand.
you know, there's a lot of trolls, probably Jewish trolls and gays. And because they play their gay propaganda. That's every day. And they call my show and they fuck with me because they're a bunch of fucking trolls.
Right. So where do we end up with this?
So that was like his second to last show. He did one more show after that. It was only a few minutes long. No one, and then he just stopped. He went off the radar.
Right.
No one knows exactly what happened. He did 2 or 3 more shows. Like I said, it's rumored he had a stroke shortly after the Ram Ranch episode. You can imagine why.
I bet.
But no one really knows. He has gone basically radio silent. So I'd like to end, you know, for me it was a tragedy because a big part of my day was calling this guy and fucking with him.
It's one of the reasons we hired you. You know?
Exactly.
Chris has a relationship with these people after a while. He's very involved in their lives. And, their
and let's face it, Chris was at his funniest because it was one big impression, and now all of a sudden...
I remember we used to get those calls all the time. Chris was always playing them, and they were great.
Got him a green card.
Maybe he was killed by the gay Jews. Like maybe it was
That's a working theory, like a gay Jewish ninja sect. But, so I want to close with my favorite phony phone call I ever made to him. You know, I used to call him up doing that impression of his voice, and my favorite thing to do was I'd call and say, you stole my act, you stole my voice. He went fucking nuts, and this was the first time I did it.
This is the best.
Please.
This is the best.
Go ahead. What do you want? Yes, I have a bone to pick with you. I'm listening. You know damn well that you've taken my voice, my persona. You're stealing my show. Well, since I've been doing this for about 50 fucking years, I'd say that voice might have sounded like mine. Bullshit.
Wait a second.
Oh, don't be a fucking asshole, you ignorant motherfucker. There's nobody else doing this but me. I've been doing it for 25 years. Well, I've been doing it for 35 years. So there. Whose voice have I stolen? Whose show have I stolen? You ignorant bitch. You know damn well whose voice you've stolen. It's my voice, not your voice. So don't tell me about my voice. Where's your radio show? Fuck you. I mean, I am pulling down my pants in protest here, and I'm taking the biggest, smelliest fucking shit right country into the phone, okay? Take a what? They're protesting me, they don't like me. I am shitting right now. I'm right here, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead, bitch. Get my sucker for you.
That's a big shit.
Well, we got a new president, but we still got these trolls and these assholes coming in here, stealing the guy's act. Fuck that.
Yeah. Wow. Can't believe you stole his act.
Stealing the guy's act. Fuck that.
I wish somebody would call into my show and be that entertaining and threaten to shit right on the show. No one ever does.
You never notice, too, like, the amount of years he was doing it always changes. I've been doing this 25 years. I've been doing this 50 years, you fucking asshole. I may be 75 years old. I'm still driving a bike, and I could kick your fucking ass.
Yeah, I like. He goes, I've been doing this for 25 years, and you go, well, I've been doing it for 35 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been doing it 45 years. Fuck you.
Oh, guys. That's good stuff. All right, so we cleaned out the computer a little bit today. Tomorrow...